What's going on, YouTubers? Guddang775, just a mile boy in Texas, back with another video. And today is my game review of the game called Elex. Now, this is from the folks over at Piranha Bytes. They're known for the Gothic series games and the Risen series games. Now, I played some of the Risen series games, but I have not played the Gothic series games. So Elex was kind of a surprise for me. Okay, when I say surprise, I wasn't expecting a game this deep from such a like, I guess I would say like a mid-tier company, because this game is deep. Okay, now I can understand it came out last year, like 2017, and it got trashed mainly because there was a lot of bugs, a lot of glitches, a lot of jankiness. Combat is clunky and whatnot. Like, tell you what, a lot of that has been patched, but it is still a bit clunky. There is still a few bugs and there is still a few glitches. Now, I don't know how it was when it first launched, but I ran into a few of those problems in the game. Nothing game breaking, I could still play, I just had to reload a save here and there. But really big open world games, there's not going to be a game out there that's going to go off without a hitch. Okay, Fallout 4 had them, Witcher 3 sometimes had them. So, yeah, I mean, this game is totally worth it if you can get it for $30 and under. I don't recommend paying the full $60 price tag right now, because it's selling for a lot less. Like, if you get the physical copy from Amazon, you can get it for like 20 bucks or 20, 22, 23 bucks. Now, I got it from the Xbox Ultimate Game Sale for 26 bucks, so it's totally worth it. So under 30, I think you're good, and it's money well spent. Okay, I give this game a 7.5 out of 10. Now let me tell you why I gave you 7.5 out of 10. First off, this game has, like I said, has its clunkiness and whatnot, but it's not a bad game. This game has a lot of content, a lot of detail on the game. It's nice, luscious environments when it comes, for the most part, because so for one part of the game, you're like in this like lush forest. You know, there's springs, there's water everywhere. Then you go into another part of the game, it's like a desert, kind of Mad Max type of game. Then another part is like freezing, you know, like the mountains, you know, where you got ice and snow and whatnot. So it does change up the scenery quite a bit, and it does look great. It offers, this game actually is Xbox One X enhanced. So if you got the Xbox One X, you get the choice to play it in performance mode or resolution mode. Now, I've played it in resolution mode for the most part, for basically the majority of the game, except till the end. Okay, you're gonna have to switch it into performance mode at the end of the game, even on the Xbox One X, because frame rate drops like crazy. Okay, and that's one of the main things about the last battle. Okay, like the last battle scene, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. If you do decide to pick up this game, I would switch it into performance mode before you hit that last battle. You know you're gonna be at the last battle, because it tells you. It's like, okay, we're gonna go do this, and like, yeah, you'll be at the last battle. Trust me, you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, 7.5 out of 10. Let me explain the factions real quick in this game. I like the fact that this game has different types of factions. That's like one of the best parts of the game. It's good and bad at parts, okay? Because if you join one faction at one point, it's gonna alienate some of the other factions, but you could still work with them and do business with them and whatnot. It's just you can't do the upper echelon of quests. Like for my first playthrough, I remained neutral. Okay, I did not join any faction pretty much till I was at the end of each faction's quest they give you. Alright, okay, I went as far as I could. I did as much things as I could for each faction, so that way I could get the most experience points. Okay, leveling up in this game is key, because this game does not hold your hand in the beginning. Okay, you're gonna have to grind, you're gonna have to fight little monsters, weak monsters all the time to get stronger. Buy and sell. You're gonna have to steal stuff. Like me, I stole a lot of stuff. I was such a thieving bastard in this game. Okay, yeah, you can steal in this game. You can what do you call that? Pick locks. You can pickpocket. You know, and you can like hack safes and stuff. This game pretty much has everything you can think of when it comes to what you call that. Is like when you think about Fallout 4 and The Witcher 3, except base building. Now it's got some type of thing in the middle of the game, or however well, it's not necessarily in the middle of the game. If you're good enough to run away from all the monsters in the beginning of the game, you could find this thing I'm talking about early on in the game, and you could start doing those things. And the beginning of the game is tough, okay? You're gonna have to get to at least level 10 really quickly, or just by doing small quests here and there, the easy quests here and there, because a lot of the monsters in this game, you're gonna have to cheese. When I say cheese, you're gonna have to cheese them to death. Like, you're gonna have to pit-pat them to death, like you have to like throw snowballs at them instead of, you know, your bullets, and you have to do it from far away, because once you get up close, they're gonna wreck you, okay? A lot of monsters early on in the game can one-shot you up to level 10, and when you hit level 10, they can kill you in 3 shots. Okay, and like I said, the combat is a little clunky, so it's gonna take you a little while to get used to it, and there is some input lag when it comes to the controls. That's another thing. That's why it would have got an 8 if it wasn't for the input lag. See, I'm using a wired controller, and I still experience input lag. Okay, like when you press the dodge button, sometimes there's like a delay, and you get hit anyway. It's like, oh my gosh. But even though I waited through, even though that kind of stuff happened to me, oh my gosh, that's my phone. I still played it, and I had fun, because this game, you're gonna have to save a lot, because this game has a lot of choice and consequence. Okay, the story adds a lot to that. Now the story, it's okay. It's not the best thing ever, but hey, I've been jonesing a good open world RPG, and this does scratch that itch, okay? The deep crafting mechanics, the storyline, and the choice and consequence. Every choice you make can affect an outcome in the game later on, no matter what. It's like, say, if you piss off one character in the beginning of the game, that character is going to remember you throughout the end of the game and be a dick to you. Just putting that out there. So if you do pick up this game, and you do want to get through it, and you're having fun with it, my advice, save often, pick up grenades. If you know what I'm talking about, grenades are the easiest weapons to get a hold of early on in game. Okay, that's if you're venturing. Okay, and venture out early, mid game, early on in the beginning of the game, and discover all the towns. That way you have access to all the weapons you can buy. Okay, because certain towns only sell certain weapons. Okay, when I say towns, I mean factions. Okay, there's 3 factions. The Berserkers, they have powerful melee weapons. They have shields, they have bow and arrows, and they have magic. But guess what they don't have? They don't have technology. And they kind of remind me of the Brotherhood of Steel. They don't give a rat's rip about technology. If you use technology in front of them, they're gonna talk down to you. Okay, they even try to get you in trouble. Okay, I don't want to get too much into it, but yeah, just remember, if you join the Berserkers, they're into magic and sword and sorcery stuff. Now there's the next faction is the Outlaws. The Outlaws, they've got guns, they've got like badass melee weapons, they got chain swords, they got grenades. Okay, grenades by far are the easiest weapons to get a hold of in the game, in my opinion, to buy multiple things of, and to help you kill tough monsters early on in the game. Okay, that's how I did it, that's how I got through it. Alright, and there's also the Clerics. The Clerics, they're all energy-based weapons. They got energy axes, energy hammers, and whatnot. Plus, they also got force, like this psionic amplifier, where they have something akin to magic, kind of like the Force, like the Jedi Force, like Force Push, Force Wave, and that shit is overpowered, I think. That thing's a little too overpowered. The Clerics, some of their force weapons are, force magic, I should say, are overpowered. That's my experience. Well, let me know what you think about this game, okay? Yeah, and there's a 4th faction, the Elves, and they are the group that's trying to kill you. And that last boss battle, yeah, it's interesting to say the least. But yeah, let me know if you folks play through this game. Elex, again, my score is a 7.5 out of 10. Totally worth the $26 I paid. And like I said before, try not to pay over $30 for this game, because at this point in time, I think it's not worth that much. But if you do pay more, if you're happy with it, hey, that's on you. Now, the sequel to this game is coming next year, so I'm looking forward to that. Okay, and I heard it's gonna be a continuation of this game because this game has a lot of loopholes that they did not finish off, and that I want them to continue. Okay, but yeah, this is Guddang775, just a mom boy in Texas. That was my review of Elex on the Xbox One X. I hope you folks liked this video. If you liked this video, hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel for more videos every few days. If you didn't like this video, hit that dislike button. Let me know in the comments down below. I do appreciate the criticism. It's Guddang775. Thanks for watching. Peace out.